All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome tonight. We're excited to host this Zoom. My name is Brian Rhodes. I'm one of the co-owners of TMX Global. We got Adam K, another co-owner. We have amazing corporate team right here. Just it's just this is what it is. So we have some amazing a crew that we have with TMX Global. So we are more than excited to bring everybody on, and we have a special guest tonight, and his name is David Allen, and he's our service provider. And so I wanted to bring him on, not right now, David, hold on, but I want to bring him on to kind of really go over a lot of stuff with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and mute. There's a couple mute. I'll unmute you when you're ready. So to give you a little backstory of why we wanted this banking system, payment system, crypto card system, like this whole system together, like it we at TMX, we built an exchange, right? We wanted to flow to off-ramp crypto. And then at the same time, we were always like, how do we help people on-ramp crypto? So seeing what we have here, it was like, wow, this is a complete game changer, what David Allen and IBAN Tech can provide for us. So it was straight up, you can on-ramp crypto to moving it back. It's like a nice infinity sign, just move smooth, because in an exchange, you can stake tokens, you can buy tokens, stake them, you can trade, you can make, money from that. And then you can move it in here and spend it however you want. Add it to a bank, send it person to person, put crypto in here, do whatever you want with it. You can put it on a card and go that route. So getting started, I want to just play a short video, very short. Our videos are short and to the point, that is on our website, tmxglobal.io. So kind of to go through that and share our intro video is right here. So I'll be quiet.
Welcome to TMX Global, your all-in-one solution for modern banking, crypto, and card services. Let's get into it.
We're never in the flow of your funds. That means your assets, your control, no middleman, no funny business.
With TMX, you get direct access to multi-currency banking. Swap, send, spend, all in one powerful platform. Join our global affiliate program and tap into a revolutionary revenue pool, and it's built to reward the people who grow with us. Our infrastructure, military grade, fully insured, audited, and built on Fireblocks, so your assets stay secure in motion and at rest. Need to move big numbers, like tens of millions in crypto? We've got you. Gain access to a secure OTC desk. Private, fast, market safe, deep global liquidity. Flexible settlement options. You're in full control. Spend globally with our hybrid credit card. Unlimited usage. 100% approval. Fully international. We offer custom corporate banking programs, white label card solutions, and seamless B2B payment flows, all under your brand. Need to move between crypto and fiat? Send a card. Send to bank. And yes, get paid commissions instantly. Every transaction is fully KYC AML compliant and built on Tier 1 banking rail. TMX Global, built for performance. Powered by trust. Let's move money smarter.
So you gotta love that. That's our mascot for our exchange. That's our bull. Adam created that. This guy is phenomenal what he's going to bring to TMX Global. So that is something about TMX Global, not only what we have to offer, but what we can offer to other people as well. So one thing here is, okay, hold on. Might have to buy some more spot. I thought I bumped this up to 500 people. Is I'm going to go ahead and play. We have a multi-tier affiliate program. It's not multi-level, there's no passive income, but it's a multi-tier way as well. And we have a global bonus pool that you have to qualify for to get it. But we made it super lucrative for those people that do qualify. And there's a lot of people that understand how this works, and they're very excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video to give you guys that understanding as well. So let me see here. Bang.
TMX Global is here, and we're paying out like no one else in the game. Our 3-tier referral system pays 30% on your direct signups, 10% on their referrals, and 5% on the next level. Hit $100,000 in direct enrollments and unlock the Titan bonus. That's an instant $10,000 payout, direct to you. Choose from TMX Signature, TMX Gold, or TMX Black, with plastic or metal cards, premium banking services, and global spending power. Earnings are never guaranteed. This isn't passive income. Results depend on your activity, your network, and total platform growth. A separate company-wide benefit aside from the affiliate program is that every gold and black card holder have the ability to qualify for the global rewards pool and share in 30% or 70% of monthly revenue. As our network grows, your potential payout grows, no limits. TMX Rewards, built for performance, powered by trust. Are you ready to play at the top?
Make sure to get back to the person who invited you to secure your position today.
So we had so much fun making those. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? Like we've been up all night long, till 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, getting this thing prepared and ready for everybody. So, I mean, Adam, do you want to say anything before I bring David on? Because Adam and me, we go way back, from the same hometown. He's been my best friend in this world. And he's not just my best friend and why he's our CEO. He is one of the smartest, hardest working people you'll ever meet that you'll bring on. He's never been really into crypto. He's been working big finance deals. He's been filling pipelines. He makes marketers better. And I was like, he couldn't be a better person for this job to help all of us utilize him to help our company here on all of us even better. So Adam, thank you for coming on too. If you could say a couple things and then we'll bring David on to ask him some questions and go through this.
Yeah. Yeah, all good. Hello, everybody. So, dude, I know I'm stoked to meet the community and get plugged into the network that Brian has been building and a collective of everyone here has been building over the past years, so it's kind of cool, to show up to these Zooms like this. And I'm so excited to show you the technology that we're going to be bringing out, not just on the banking side. David's going to get on the banking side of technology, but more on the marketing and the business side of things. The CRMs we're going to come out with, the platforms that you guys can leverage as far as using communications, text message, email, campaigns, flowing people through the funnel structures, things like that, that I think that you guys can really leverage and take advantage of, along with the content and the marketing message. So we're always providing you with fresh creatives and fun stuff to post and to recruit. So you guys aren't just trying to put something random together and post and it just looks like it's just a little flyer. Like I want to create videos for everybody so that you guys can all share it. And because I want to give you guys the tools to really look professional online and post high quality content online and to fill your guys' own pipeline and to provide value for your own community in a way that it's not just corporate doing it all, that you guys can actually step up and build your own brand. Even regardless of this project, say you might have a different project that you have, but you'll still have a solid infrastructure that you can manage your whole community with, other than just Facebook chat, right? So there's a lot I can go into and talk about, but I think that you guys all came here to learn the banking side of things, and the platform. And if we want, we can segue into David Allen. So yeah, just get excited about what we're going to be doing with the marketing side and the materials we're going to provide you guys with for your community.
Thank you. Thanks, Adam. So David, if you can hear me, you can unmute.
I can indeed.
All right. Welcome. So
thank you. Nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, nice to have you on here with everybody. So David Allen, I met him, and honestly, I kind of want to call him every day and talk to him because he knows so much about this. He's like, you're going to absorb so much knowledge. So I would definitely get a pencil, a paper, or pull your phone out and record this so you can listen to it or something else. I am recording this Zoom, but this part right here, just having him talk, because there are some phenomenal things. So David, this is a group of people. This isn't the entire community that we've merged over and whatnot. This is them plus some leaders, major leaders that are looking at a lot of different banking systems out there and different cards. So, kind of and I'll probably butcher this, but David isn't just like not starting at this. You've been in what, 20 years working with this? This is, part your company.
It is. It is. Better part of almost 30 years now.
It's 30 years. Wow, you don't look it. You still look young. I'll give you that.
I do. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I feel very young.
I like that. I like that. So, he's been in this for a long time. He's built those relationships with the banks, the top tier one and two tier banks, mostly tier one banks, to have that relationship with them to be able to implement them on this platform as well. That's the dedicated bank to you. So David, if there's more about yourself that you want to introduce, because I don't want to butcher it, go ahead and then we can lead right into some questions that I'll ask you.
Absolutely. I'm going to start by commenting on those two videos. I could not be more impressed. Uh, Besides the professionalism of those videos, the message was so on point and really just feel like if people can understand what it is that TMX is offering, and the key is to have a clear, clean message. And I felt those videos did exactly that. So kudos, because I couldn't be more impressed.
Yeah, Adam is phenomenal. To bring him on here probably saved this company a couple $100,000 right off the bat. So yeah, I love it. So David, to kind of jump right in, we've already been going here for 14 minutes, and I have a list of questions.
Yes.
So you're an owner of our service provider for TMX Global. This isn't something I just created and put together. You've been doing this for 30 years. Can you kind of elaborate how do you know that this TMX Global will be safe for people to join and put their crypto in or utilize their money in the banking systems?
Absolutely, and to give you the shortest preamble, Ibantech, as you had said, we've been in this space for a very long time, and we actually got our start by being issuers of Visa and Mastercard, and we do currently issue over 500,000 cards a month globally. And so that is a very big business for us, and it is really our core business. What's happened for us is that we so heavily rely on our great clients, and many of our clients are financial institutions. And so over the years, we have become the issuing team for many banks, financial institutions, payment service providers, merchant service providers. We have become the issuing team, and we've replaced what they do themselves because, frankly, we just do a better job of it. And what we've done is we've accumulated a large number of banks throughout the world, tier one and tier two banks that we've been servicing for a while, who have extended their banking capabilities to us. And that is the basis of our core banking platform, whereby we're providing these named dedicated bank accounts, whereby, and your video couldn't have been clearer, whereby the funds are held only by the account holder. Nobody but them have access to their money, which is so critically important. They have name dedicated accounts. And we've also included in the infrastructure complete crypto capabilities, which we'll talk about as we go through the questions. And then the issuing side as well. We create this great package that gives the users, whether they're an individual or a corporate entity, global banking, centralized and decentralized crypto capabilities, along with global card issuing. And it has created something that has really exploded. And now we have over 1 million users on our platform with billions of dollars on a monthly basis going through. So not only are we confident in our ability to continue to support our growth, but we know that with TMX, we are only going to see exceptional growth because of the way that you are driving the clients. So with that, I'll say, why don't you begin with the questions that I know you and your team
Yep.
has, and I can jump in from there.
Okay, cool. Cool. I love everything you're saying. I like the part where you said centralized and decentralized. That is a big question that a lot of people have. So here's one too. Right off the bat, I'm going to hit you with a hard one. How can we be sure that a three-letter government agency won't come in and shut us down?
And that is probably the foundational question, because the biggest concern that any corporate client has is, are our funds secure? The biggest question that an individual client has is, are my funds secure? And that is how we truly differentiate ourselves from every other banking platform on the planet today. All of these other banking platforms are administered by either an MSB, a money service business, an EMI, an electronic money institution, or a PSP, a payment service provider. And they will go out and tout the fact that they are licensed and so your money is protected. But in reality, by being a licensed entity, what they're telling you is that all funds flow through them. What it also means is if they ever get into trouble, compliance trouble, your money is frozen. If they ever get shut down, your money is gone. And that is truly the differentiator with Ibantech and, of course, now TMX, is that our banking partners are all providing dedicated bank accounts to our corporate and individual clients, which means nobody else besides the financial institution is in that flow of funds. So your funds are just as protected as if you walked into Chase and got your own bank account directly. And that is the differentiator. That's how we know we're never going to have a three-letter agency knocking on our door, because we don't have the ability to manipulate or modify or abscond with our clients' funds. We don't have that ability. And that's the way the platform was set up, so that we couldn't do it even if we or somebody else wanted to.
I mean, that almost answers the next question, you know. I had someone ask me if I have this recording. On my end, yes, I see it's recording. If you know what I mean. So if anybody doesn't know it's recording, message me. But so the next question, you almost kind of answered this, is how is TMX Global different from companies other than offering decentralized, no KYC crypto cards? Because
Mhm.
that kind of the conversations we've had, it's kind of scared me when you told me stuff about it. I was like, that's why I've never really joined any of those.
So actually, I'm first going to mention what the capabilities are on the crypto side with the centralized and the decentralized.
Right.
And then I'm going to address specifically that question of, how is that different than somebody who's offering some, quote unquote decentralized card. And I say quote unquote is because most people don't actually understand what centralized and decentralized even means. What we've built into our platform is actually a centralized exchange, which everybody would know as a typical crypto exchange like a Binance or a crypto.com, somebody like that, where you have your own dedicated blockchain account. It's an anonymous account, it is secured, and it is with a licensed crypto exchange. Okay, very, very critically important. Decentralized actually means that you can take your funds off the blockchain. You have that ability, and our system supports that as well, because many people have this belief that their funds, their crypto, could be in jeopardy if it's held within a centralized exchange. And very similarly, and we've included within the platform cold keys as well, because some people want to take it even a step further where they have a cold key, which is like a thumb drive with a dedicated number, which is only associated to your funds. You lose that account, you lose that thumb drive, like that person who lost something like $9 billion, poof, gone forever. But there are people who want to store their funds that way. So we, and TMX now, of course, give our clients the ability to choose. They really do.
I,
So,
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like the ability to import my Trust Wallet or my MetaMask and have more control.
you know what? And I'm going to speak to that really quickly. So, all of you are probably familiar with like Microsoft Outlook, where if you have, you have a Google Mail, you have Yahoo Mail, you have Outlook Mail, and you bring all your mail into like one centralized hub. Well, one of the other added benefits on the TMX platform is that if you happen to have crypto wallets at different crypto companies throughout the world, you can import those crypto wallets into the TMX platform and see all of your different holdings. And so that's why I wanted to use that Outlook example. You bring it all into one centralized place. You haven't moved your coins. You haven't transferred them, but now you have visibility of all of your crypto holdings. And then if you want to convert your crypto into fiat, you can instantly move it to the wallet that you have within the TMX platform and then instantly convert that to fiat, which is deposited into your account. But I don't want to miss that question, Brian, that you asked about the no KYC credit cards or debit cards that are out there.
I'm curious on that.
Because there are a handful of companies out there today that say that you can spend your crypto on a Visa or a MasterCard. And so what I want to say is that they have crossed the line, because Visa and MasterCard within their bylaws specifically say that the cards can have nothing to do with crypto. And so all of those companies will be shut down at some point, because you can't tell people something that is blatantly false, nor are you allowed to have crypto on a card. Now, what they're actually doing is, based upon your crypto holdings, they are enabling you to spend, and on the back end, they're simply depositing the fiat on the card without you knowing it. And they're telling you that you are loading and spending crypto. Again, the reality is that A, they're not allowed to do that, which is incredibly, incredibly detrimental to the user. Because what's going to happen, and this is happening every day all over the world, is programs get shut down because they're in violation of Visa and MasterCard rules, and all that money is held for 4 to 6 months minimum. What a disaster that is. The way that we've done it, and again, as card issuers, we know exactly what we need to do to make sure that we are always doing things that are compliant with Visa and MasterCard and with our banking partners. We even get their approval. So how is it different with us? Because you can't actually have a card that you reload without KYC. You can't do it. And like I said, besides the crypto side, that is money laundering. You're not allowed to do that. It doesn't matter what country you're in. Visa and MasterCard don't allow it. So the beauty of our platform, and when TMX talks about the fact that you can load crypto to your card, what actually happens and what has been approved by Visa and MasterCard is we're not loading crypto to a card. If you've got crypto in your blockchain account and you click the button that says load crypto to my card, we're taking the equivalent fiat value and we are loading that to the card. You are able to actually load your crypto, but we're converting that to fiat. And we do that because at the end of the day, we are now fully in compliance. We know that your program is going to be around a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, because we follow the rules. And even when we're doing something that is coloring outside the lines, like saying load crypto to your card, we're still following the rules. And that's the key element. We will never put our clients, our partners, in a position where they jeopardize their users.
I love it, David. So how many years experience have you had with this again?
So we've been issuing cards for the better part of 20 plus years.
Okay, I like to hear that. That comes from
very long time.
Knows
Very
a
long
lot
time.
more than I do, So, man, so you already answered another question I was going to ask. Is TMX Global decentralized or centralized? You said both.
That's right.
Okay.
And don't forget about that small little piece that says you're centralized, you're decentralized, and you've also incorporated a cold key feature directly into the platform that enables your users to choose the best option for them.
Got you. So, I know there's a lot of updates coming. And what types of cryptocurrency can be sent in? At this time, I know it's only USDT, but coming forward with these updates.
Yes. I made sure that I wrote the list of the cryptocurrencies that can be received. And so Solana, SOL, Ripple, which are obviously is XRP, BTC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, USDC, Tron,
Yeah.
Ether, and then Brian, Adam, you guys know that what is being made live right now is the Orbitron network.
Yep. Arbitrum one or Arbitrum, like everybody says it different. I love it because it's hard to say, you
I'll
know.
just say Orb.
Orb,
Orb
the
is
Orb
being
one.
made live.
So, guys, that kind of goes with our exchange, the TMX exchange, and our TMX tokens on the Arbitrum One network, and that's what our exchange runs on. So, most people that utilize the TMX exchange are going to stake those tokens and earn USDT. So, we wanted a fluent system to withdraw those USDTs that you're earning from staking and trading fees from the actual decentralized perpetual futures trading exchange, move them over here, and then spin them on that hybrid credit card, which is really cool. So I love that. Thank you, David. Oh man, I like that list. So, okay, so how quickly can crypto be converted to a card balance?
So the the reality is it's almost immediate. And I never like to say it's immediate, but it is truly almost immediate. And the only delay is not our platform. It's it's the exchange platform. So it is our exchange partner, and depending upon the size of the conversion, typically it's literally within minutes. But I would tell you no more than hours. That's how quickly things move. And I know I'm going to steal a little thunder from a future question, but we also don't have any limits.
Ah, yeah, I like that.
you
Yeah.
know and that is truly huge, because who are our competitors out there on the crypto side? And I don't even want to say we have competitors, because you've got retail exchanges
Right.
like Binance, like crypto.com, the Kraken, but those are retail exchanges that A, are expensive, and B, do not make it easy for people to move any volume.
I
And
like
for us, for TMX, that is the goal. We remove the barriers when it comes to volume. And because we receive in so many deposits from our clients on a daily basis in crypto, it's millions, if not tens of millions of dollars a day. So we are quite accustomed to large transactions and large volumes.
So this next question, and honestly, I can help answer this question too, because me and Adam and yourself, we went over this, but what are the conversion fees in our system compared to other programs?
Sure. And the conversion fee within your platform figures somewhere between 1.25% and 1.5%, which is a really reasonable cost out there. What you see with most exchanges is anywhere from 2 to 3%, and as much as 5% or higher. And they hide so many of those fees because most people don't know what they're looking for. But with our platform and the way that TMX has had us display it for all of their network, is so they can see that not only is it a smaller amount that they would typically pay elsewhere, but again, without any of the barriers for doing larger transactions, which again, we fully support.
Yeah, and I mean, we looked at the fees and we looked around everywhere and we've seen, 4% here, 6% there, all these different things. And, like what if my buddy Jim wants to put $10,000 on 6%? That's $600 he loses instantly. But at TMX Global, you'll spend $2.50 flat. if you can load $12.50, you'll get $10. Obviously, 6%, a little better on that thing, but you can load 10 grand and it's $2.50. So that's one thing that I fell in love with from the beginning, and it's just unbeatable. It's unbeatable what we can do here because, I mean, a lot of you guys know me. It's like I'm always trying to find something that is going to benefit everybody, not benefit, just one person, like benefit everybody to save them money, make it a super stream system. So love that, David. So that answers that question. So it brings me on to another question. So when is it possible to transfer funds from a card to card or from back to the e-wallet? Like from your card to move it back to the e-wallet. When will that be possible? And maybe how will that work?
Sure. And that's such an important question because the way that the TMX, the Ibantic environment, has been created is for users to feel equally as comfortable in transacting with their crypto as they do with their fiat. One of the say most confusing aspects of crypto is that you're taking people, most of people who are not truly accustomed to exchanges. They've been told that their money's in jeopardy at exchanges as well, and they don't know how to utilize the platforms, and it is alien to them. So by taking and truly merging the crypto and the fiat under one roof, first, we're giving people that confidence in knowing, look, your fiat funds are at a dedicated bank and your crypto funds are held at a licensed crypto exchange. But that comfort there, because it's where you keep your fiat, is far different than someone who's only holding crypto. So I did want to say that. I want to go back to your question here in terms of a card to card transfer. So once you've moved funds onto a card currently, they need to be spent on the card. So either you're spending them on the card or you're going to an ATM. Currently those are the options. Now there are some unique capabilities that TMX has, which most do not. And what that capability is when necessary, if somebody has funds on their card and they want to remove those funds, you actually have a balance unload capability option. And so in those rare cases where somebody says, I moved too much money to my card, I want to move it back to my bank account, or I want to buy crypto with this and there's too much on my card, we actually have given those capabilities to TMX to be able to support that. And so even though there is not that card to card, or you can't easily take the funds that have been placed on your card and move them back to your bank. And by the way, the reason for that is that once people move either crypto or the funds to their card, it's because there's an expectation that they're going to spend it. Because within your crypto wallet, within your fiat bank account, you can keep those funds there unlimited. You can also move them via Swift, via ACH, or if it's on a different currency, via SEPA or faster payments. So you have all those capabilities when the money's in your bank account. So the expectation, again, is that once you've moved the funds to your card, they're going to be spent, or you're going to look to take cash from the ATM. Brian, Adam, I think this is a great time for me also to talk about some of the other capabilities in terms of, and I'm going to use the term APM, alternative payment methods, for loading money
Bring it.
into your account.
Stop it. Stop it.
So, first of all of you are familiar with Apple Pay and Google Pay. I'm going to throw out there Samsung Pay as well because Samsung's pretty big. Well, we actually have just completed the integration for Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay, which enables you, if you have money in your account, you can actually send that money to any Apple Pay, Google Pay, or Samsung Pay, we'll say device. So whether you're sending the money to yourself so you can spend it instantly, or you're sending it to a family member, because I know that my kids are constantly saying, hey, Dad, can you send me an Apple Pay? It doesn't sound as bad as saying, send me $100. So that is incredibly, incredibly common. So Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay. We've also integrated PayPal so that people have the ability to send funds from their PayPal account directly into their account on the platform. And by the way, to even go a step further and then to instantly buy crypto. And then I'm going to turn it around the other direction and say, you've got crypto, you convert your crypto to fiat, and then you can send it directly to your PayPal account if you want to, or your Apple Pay or Google Pay, which is actually really, really cool. I'm going to, just so that I don't forget, so in Southeast Asia, they have something called Grab Pay. You may be familiar with WePay because WePay has 1.3 to 1.4 million users in China. We've integrated them as well. So if you're in China and you want to send money to your WePay account from the account that you have with us, so you've just sold crypto and your fiat, your USD is sitting in your bank account. And now all of a sudden you want to buy something and you're in China. You can instantly send it to your WePay account. Or we're going to turn that around the other direction because you've got money in your WePay account and you want to buy something on your credit or debit card. Well, you can't use your WePay account to do that, but you can instantly now load your account on the TMX platform with your WePay. Now, WePay may not be so big because many of you or most of you are not in China, so that's not so big. But I will tell you that for those of you that are familiar with Revolut, they are huge in the UK and Europe. You can actually load your Revolut account. And I'm going to throw one more out there, and the list goes on and on and on. But this one actually really excites me as well. Many of you are probably familiar with Cash App.
Absolutely.
Well, that is the beauty of this integration because now we have Cash App integrated. So if you have money in your Cash App, you can instantly move that to your account on the platform, on the TMX platform, and buy crypto or load your card. Or how about if you need money in your Cash App account or your family member needs money in their Cash App account, you can send it directly from your TMX platform account.
Is that it? Oh my gosh. I don't know any other platform that has capabilities.
There is nobody. Honestly, there is truly nobody that has this. Nobody. I'm going to, just because I love to hear myself speak, we've also integrated ACH, something called RTP ACH, which is real-time payments. So instantly you can send money from your account on our platform to any other US account. We have SEPA. So in Europe, in Euro, SEPA is like ACH in Europe. Faster payments is like ACH in the UK.
But
I mean, the list goes on and
more?
on and on.
What about Canada? But wait, there's more.
Yeah, so actually in Canada, Canada is, hang on a second here.
Oh, they're excluded. I'm just playing.
No, we do have Canada. I was looking for the local payments in Canada. The name is escaping me at the moment.
There's e-transfers, there's Shake Pay that they have there. I know. What is a dedicated bank that a Canadian might get if they set up a bank in the banking portal?
Hang on one second here.
Is that Bank of Montreal? BMO?
So actually, BOM or Bank of Montreal is one of our clients, one of our partners. And what is so interesting about Canada is that for some reason, if you are a licensed entity,
Interact?
if you have an MSB or an EMI or a PSP, you are not getting an account in Canada. And if you do, it's because you have spent a bloody fortune and spent 6 months to a year to do it. Because our banking partners have special teams set up just for our platform. Our clients, our corporate clients, a week to 10 days. Individual clients, 2 to 3 days, even in Canada. I am told by many of our Canadian clients that getting a blockchain account is not such an easy thing to do in Canada. But imagine somebody gets an account with TMX and they're getting their bank account, they're getting their anonymous blockchain account, centralized, decentralized, they're getting access to the card. It's and Brian, Adam, I agree with your points. It's what don't we have when it comes to the banking platform? Who out there
I
is
got
our competition?
I got some questions. So in Canada, they use, is it Interact?
Interact. Thank you so much.
And they use
Yep.
Wise. They use Wise as well. Is that something that's integrated?
So Wise is not, and Wise is they're a banking platform. And the
Okay.
thing about Wise is that they are vanilla. They're
Okay.
not vanilla with chocolate chips or nuts or anything else. If you are not a completely vanilla business with nothing related to crypto, nothing related to gaming, nothing related to any licensed entities, then Wise is the place. They're expensive, but they do a good job. And I say they do a good job if all you need is vanilla banking.
What about Venmo in the United States?
So, Venmo is actually, and Zelle are pretty big for the peer-to-peer payments. Uh, but really, we haven't seen them on the corporate side. And so it's possible that they may become a future integration, especially with us integrating PayPal. I see that there's potentially some value in a Venmo also. Uh, but what we do know is that Venmo made a huge change this past year, and they are now communicating to the IRS on all transactions done within the Venmo system. And especially people that are in the crypto world, they really don't like that connection. And so I don't want to say that's the reason why we haven't added them, but we feel PayPal really kind of checks that box.
Okay. Yep. We'll just deal with the PayPal mafia. I like it.
Right.
No. So
Yes.
now we got on a tangent there. I'm sorry, folks. We
No,
start
no, no,
blasting
by
it.
all means.
So the next question, obviously, I'll skip this one, but are there cryptocurrency purchase limits within our system? Purchasing from fiat or maybe, even on the card, just go over some of the limits.
So within our system, there are no limits when it comes to fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat. It's one of the greater strengths that TMX is offering to their network is that anybody and everybody that has run into barriers with all of these other retail exchanges eliminate that within the TMX platform.
I like that. And on our cards, we do have a spending limit of just one swipe is 100,000. Is the most you can
Yes.
spend on one swipe is 100,000. So I hope that's a problem for all of us, but there's no limit on what you can spend. You can just, if you want to buy a Lamborghini, you're just gonna have to swipe that thing, what, like 17 times, I guess, depending on which one you buy, so that's not too many swipes. So
It's not too many swipes, and Brian, Adam, what we can always discuss is the $1 million bin that we've just brought up with the bank, and so that is something that we certainly can discuss for clients that may feel that 100,000 is just too small for them, which is the case for some of our family offices, and so it's something that we certainly can discuss as well.
break some of these POS machines. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
most of them won't accept 100,000, let alone 1 million. But
I
I mean, if
know.
you're going to buy a Bugatti, you know,
That's right. So, all right. And now since we talked about Canada earlier, and I have a lot of friends in Canada and that are definitely looking for this because they're like, hey, we're really regulated. So what are how do the regulations apply to TMX Global in Canada?
so I'm going to answer that with respect to individual regulations globally, because when we get a bank account for an individual or corporate entity, we don't actually care where they reside unless it's an OFAC sanctioned country, and then we can't support them. But as long as it's not, Russia or North Korea or Iran, by and large, we can onboard anybody or any corporate entity. And so the restrictions, or I'll put it this way, it's based on the currency that a corporate or individual is looking for, not where they reside. And so you may, in fact, reside in Kenya, but you may want a USD bank account. Or we deal quite a bit with corporate entities in India, for example. And these corporate entities, they want multi-currency. They want USD and Indian rupee so that they can get paid instantly via ACH and USD, log into their platform and convert their USD into Indian rupees, and then have instant access to those funds. Wow. And they can do it at a fraction of the cost of Wise or anybody else that's attempting to do that.
That's pretty phenomenal. I mean, my experience was right when I started, I created a dedicated bank account, wired 5,000 to it, converted it right into Tron, put it right in my trust wallet, and was like, traded with it, made some funds, put it right back in, spent it at a restaurant. Did it all one day. I was like, where's this been the last 10 years of my life? So I mean, wow. So I mean, that you already went over my next question, which is what exciting updates is TMX Global delivering that other platforms won't, which you just talked about so many of them that the updates that are integrating in with the system. And
Yes.
everybody, this is a soft launch that we're starting tomorrow. Not all of these updates have been integrated, but they will. So like we don't have the videos like tutorial on showing you all this. So this is like a leader's call, soft launch, people that understand getting started is getting started right now and going through a little bit of the, not roadblocks, but, just going over some speed bumps while we get there. You're still going to be able to set your account up, throw crypto in there, move it right to the card, spend it, build the team, get this out to your communities so they can off-ramp crypto at the same time, set up your banking portals and, a bunch of different currencies. So now, okay, this one's more towards you. So IBAN Tech, right? Where are you guys registered at? Are you guys registered in the United States, Laos? Where are you registered at? Tell me.
So I happen to be located in Southern California, but our primary location with our core banking platform is the UK, and it's IBANTech UK, based out of London.
Based out of London.
We are very specifically not licensed. And I'm going to give you the reason. And then this is the easiest way when somebody says, am I putting my money into a licensed entity? What licenses do you guys have? And that's such a loaded question because the best answer is we are the technology. We do not have access to, nor do we ever touch your money. Every other banking platform, Wise, Revolut, Chime, every one of these entities and more are all in the flow of funds, which means your money is in jeopardy from the moment you put it into an account because it's not your account. It's a shared account. And so that's how we, TMX, IBANTech, truly differentiate ourselves. And the reason why we say that our greatest strength is the fact that our job is to connect the dots and to provide a platform that does everything that we've discussed without it putting our clients in jeopardy.
That is an amazing answer. I love that we are the technology and we are not in the flow of funds. That is huge. So now that brings me to another question. Is there any limits on the amount of crypto that can be converted over to fiat into TMX Global, which you kind of went over that one already, which there is no limits on that, what you want to send in and what you want to convert to fiat?
I want to expand just slightly on that because one of the common things that you hear also is that I just converted crypto to fiat at Kraken or at Binance and crypto.com, and I go to send a SWIFT or a Fed wire to my bank account, and my bank rejects it. Why? Because your bank is not crypto friendly. Your bank will not accept a deposit from a crypto exchange.
That makes sense.
Well, within the TMX IBANTech platform, the DNA of our transaction is never crypto because when the transaction is being sent via SWIFT or ACH, it's being sent through your bank account, which has absolutely no correlation to your crypto account. So the fact that you just sold $20 million in crypto and converted that to fiat, which is now sitting in your bank account, that you're sending a Fed wire or an ACH or a SWIFT to your other account sees that as a first party payment. Why is it a first party payment? Because it's from your account to your account. The least risky type of transaction, because they know where the funds are coming from. And again, having no connection whatsoever to crypto because it's within your banking portal. And the crypto side is not visible to the recipient on the banking side.
Gotcha. I like that. So another question is, in this, you know, at TMX Global, in working with IBAN Tech and working with you, we can offer these services to other companies, like how we got started as TMX Global. Can we go and offer these services to another platform?
So you can, because of the type of partnership that we've established with TMX, we have enabled, as you know, of course, we have enabled you to offer an additional white label to clients under TMX. And so what TMX has can be replicated specifically for any other corporate clients that might want it. And we can give them their own white label on the banking side. We can give them their own custom cards, their own custom exchange as well. So everything that they see within the TMX environment, we can create for them.
So with the updates, I just saw a good question my buddy Herschel asked, and I just answered you wrong, Herschel. Sorry on my text, but then I read it again. So with the updates, how soon can a person on ramp, fiat and then purchase crypto through this platform?
So
Hitting you
the
with
only delay in on-ramping fiat is the method of how that on-ramping happens. So if you swift in funds into your account and that takes 24 hours, then the delay is 24 hours. If you happen to hit the cutoff and you swift funds in and it arrives the same day, then you can make that transaction same day. Because once you have the fiat dollars within your account on the platform, you can instantly buy an unlimited amount of crypto. And I'm going to turn it around the other direction. And that is, if you happen to have 50, 100 million in crypto, or 500,000 or 50,000 in crypto, and you want to convert that to fiat, you can do that instantly. And those fiat funds are then immediately, instantly in your account on the platform. And then you can move them out. How can you move them out? Well, you can move them out via SWIFT, via ACH. And again, because we have real-time payments ACH, if you move them out to another US account, it's virtually instant.
I like that. So we are very excited about that. So, and is it possible to purchase crypto within TMX Global? We didn't even talk about that one.
100% yes. I really feel like that's a claim to fame that TMX has, is that the ease of moving fiat dollars, and I want to address this very clearly, the ease of moving fiat dollars into their account to buy crypto. This is another problem that people have, not just in the US, but globally. How do they get money to the crypto exchange? Because their bank oftentimes will not allow them to send money to the crypto exchange. So here they want to buy 10,000, 100,000, $1 million in crypto. How do they do it? It is a dilemma. Well, we eliminate that dilemma because you can move an unlimited amount of funds into your bank account and then instantly purchase crypto.
I like
The
that.
limits, the barriers are all removed.
That's what I saw right when I started, when I got my dedicated bank account, and the fact that, I don't know, can you drop a hint on maybe one of the top banks that we're getting back there? Are you allowed to yet?
JP Morgan is one of those big banks that we
Oh,
work
okay.
with, that
Are
we're
they?
working with. Chase is another one. BMO Harris, Bank of Montreal, Citibank in Dubai, Clearbank in the UK. I mean, the list goes on and on
Stop
with
it.
these tier
Stop it.
one, tier two.
Yeah, I'm getting sweaty over here. That's nice. That's not just some kind of crazy bank out of, I don't know, some country you've never heard of. So that is phenomenal. I love it. And I got this question. I get this question a lot, and my buddy David's like, "Hey, ask this question. Is why can other companies only offer virtual cards in the US while TMX Global can issue a plastic or metal card?
And by the way, it's a great question. And I'm going to fix this so the sun is not killing me. Excuse me. There we go. Okay. And by the way, it's a great question and actually falls right within what is the compliance space. We truly have global bins. So when we issue our cards throughout the world, it's with complete and total transparency. Our bank, Visa and MasterCard, they all know where our cardholders are located. And so that is the reason why we not only can ship virtual cards, but we can ship plastic cards. We can ship metal cards. But most issuers, they only are able to sell or offer a virtual card because the KYC requirement is much less. So they don't have to be as upfront and honest with their sponsor bank. We take being upfront and honest to an incredibly important level because, again, we're all about longevity. We've been around too long. We rely on our clients too much to put them in jeopardy of them losing a program. And so that's why, by the way, it's a great question. And our answer is such an easy answer. And it's because and uniquely, we have the ability to actually issue our cards globally.
All right, I got a couple questions. One guy just threatened me. You better be right about JP Morgan. I know a VP over there.
Well, let me explain to you the way the platform works. And this is such an important element. And this goes to the core of way our banking works. When an application comes in, whether it's for individual or corporate entity, all of our approved banks receive that application. So if you are applying for a USD account and we have 8 banks that offer USD, all of them are receiving the package, the KYC package. We then get approvals, and the way our system works, it identifies what is the best fit for that client based upon the approval, and that is the bank that is provided. So somebody can't come into the platform and say, I want JP Morgan or I want B of A. That's not the way the platform works. As a matter of fact, we've attempted to do that and we've run into barriers because we've set it up very specifically so that it is somewhat of a quote unquote round robin. That the banks, they really bid on the business and it puts us in a position where very rarely can we not onboard a user, whether it's a corporate or individual.
Are some people getting JP Morgan accounts already?
So we actually have started doing what is that term? Pilot. We're piloting with them right now. And so, yes, there are some clients that are receiving JP Morgan. As a matter of fact, interestingly enough, the way that JP Morgan is working within our platform, for clients that are looking for local payments, whether it's an ACH or a Fedwire, they're using one bank. And then we're giving them a JP Morgan account for Swift, because one of the things that is a real negative in the banking world are multiple correspondent banks. It's a nightmare where you have a second or tertiary bank, a second, third tier, fourth tier bank. And in order to be able to send your Swift, it goes through 3, 4, 5 different banks. But when you're dealing with a top bank like a JP Morgan, like a B of A, they may have 0 correspondence. A, it speeds up the movement. And B, you don't have to deal with a lot of compliance issues. Once it's approved, it's approved.
I love it. I can't wait. I hope you can put me at the top of that list to get on there. So, I mean, I get a question because my buddy, he's like, I get hit up in my inbox all the time about a decentralized crypto card outside the United States. You know what I mean? And he's like, can you have David go back and elaborate on that again? I know we talked about it earlier, but it's like it's a decentralized platform with really low limits, and they basically have, I don't know much about them besides it's decentralized, has crypto and Visa on it. And you already went over and talked about how non-compliant that is and in time
Right.
it gets shut down. But I don't know if there's anything else you can say on that to help my friend hear that again.
So, and I actually know exactly the company he's referring to. And because I don't have visibility into what they're doing on the back end, I couldn't say more than what I've already said. And that is the bylaws, the regulations within Visa and MasterCard is that there can be no crypto component to a Visa or MasterCard, period. It is the reason why we do things the way we do because we are in compliance.
Gotcha.
So when I hear, and again, I'm familiar with this company, that they are communicating that you can load crypto without KYC in a decentralized environment, what I say, and it's an easy thing to say because it serves us well, and that is they're going to get shut down. And again, we have no purview into what it is that they're doing, only that there are two things that they're doing which I can tell you unequivocally is not allowed. And one of them you can all relate to, and that is you cannot have a card that you reload with funds without having KYC approved.
Like that. That's very helpful. So I'm getting a lot of messages because I don't think some people are understanding. When you say we are partnered with JP Morgan, they're like, we can call JP Morgan and say TMX Global is partnered with JP Morgan.
So the answer on that would be no.
Exactly.
And the reason is because when we say we are partnered with JP Morgan, we are partnered with Bank of Montreal. We have a relationship with those banks that enable us to send our clients with our API integrations to send our clients through those banks to give them direct accounts. But what these banks know very clearly, especially at the branch level, is that named dedicated accounts are being issued to corporate and individual users. And that is the only relevant thing. And the reason I say it that way is because if you called up JP Morgan and say, hey, you know TMX? No, of course they don't know TMX because the relationship that has been developed with these banking partners is at the highest echelon. Everybody else simply knows that the account being issued is a dedicated named account.
I like it. And that brings us back to, we are the technology. TMX Global is the technology, honestly, bringing this all together. I've been taking Dave and Allen is making this stuff happen. So, I mean, can you ask about, we already went over Zelle, ask about Zelle as a function. And then, does FDIC insurance matter?
So actually, it does, and I'll speak to Zell in just a moment. But FDIC insurance actually does. So for any U.S. accounts that you have USD, you do have FDIC insurance. You are covered. Uh, Now outside the U.S. it's very different, but within the U.S. most certainly you do. Now as it pertains to Zell. Uh, if the bank account that you are given in the US is with a bank that supports Zelle, then just like if you opened up your account directly with the bank, you too will have Zelle capabilities.
I got it. All right. I mean, that's all the questions I see. I mean, we've been over an hour, and I appreciate your time so much to come on here and do this for us. This means a lot to me because this video obviously can be chopped up and utilized for so many people. And, the fact that we could set up coming soon, since, I mean, with the JP Morgan in the United States, or I have friends in Canada that already have Bank of Montreal accounts. So we're excited to take this globally. That's why we called the TMX Global, So David, if you got anything else that you can share, nuggets or anything, if not, I'm just gonna
So,
let you go.
you know what? Just to conclude, and this is a really very important point, and that is that when it comes to the banking, we clearly do not go out saying this is the account that you're going to get. You're going to get Clearbank. You're going to get Barclays. You're going to get Citi. And we don't do it because the way the platform has been set up enables our users to get bank accounts in each jurisdiction where that currency is desired. And it's really, really important that we don't go out and advertise, get a JP Morgan, because it's so key that because we're able to accomplish everything that we've talked about, that we don't oversell because we don't need to. And so I wouldn't want to go out and tell people, hey, you get JP Morgan, because I don't want somebody to be disappointed when they get an account and they go, oh, I got B of A, I didn't get JP Morgan. I was expecting JP Morgan. So the way that we sell it is, look, we have many banks, tier 1, tier 2 banks in the US, and you're guaranteed to get one of those banks in the US that will give you all of these capabilities. Your funds will be secured because it's a US account. Same is true with GBP or Euro or Dirhams or Brazilian Real. So the list goes on and on and on. And so the key here and the strength of the platform is that people can be confident in knowing if you apply for an account, you're going to get approved unless there's some underlying issue that causes one of the banks to, or all of the banks to say no. But otherwise, we've got an incredibly high percentage of approvals because the platform's been set up in a way that supports our partners.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Really appreciate everybody listening.
Yeah, I dropped the questions that I asked David in the chat. David, thank you for your time. You can leave. I just want to get with everybody here and kind of tell you about how we're rolling this out. David, talk to you tomorrow. Actually, talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you all. Take care.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. So if you're in our Telegram groups or you're already plugged into somebody somewhere, the Telegram groups are in the chat below. Get in the groups. I have one chat that you can actually talk on, and over time, I'm going to make a lot of admins, obviously looking for leaders to step up and help us spearhead this whole global movement with this amazing banking solution. So from that, we're going to drop a Zoom schedules. We're going to be dropping trainings. We have phenomenal leaders that already want to set up different, times and everything to run trainings and opportunity Zooms and everything to be able to scale your TMX Global, 3-level tier thing, your platform up. Like it's overloaded right now with so much excitement. So with that, tomorrow is going to launch our soft launch. Obviously, some people already have links. They're inside of your profile. So my advice in getting started is to get back with the person that invited you and then get their link and then walk them through, getting set up, because people will send the wrong network coin through. So you want to help them. Get a buddy system. When I first started crypto for years, I would call my buddy Mike Beal. I'm like, here, watch me do this. And he would watch me. And I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you. Because I was so scared to send a couple $1,000s. I don't want to lose it. So, get set up that way in a buddy system, walk them through. You can reach out. I'm available. I'm working, almost 24/7. I take off sometimes on Sunday to hang out with my football team of kids that I have by now. I got so many children. It's awesome, we're rolling this out. We're doing our 15-day soft launch. We're waiting for those upgrades to come. And then we're rolling out videos and marketing tools and all different things for everybody. So, get in those groups. I appreciate you guys being on here, and this can't be more exciting. So we'll go ahead and leave it with the song that we made. I hope this is cool. Hope you guys like this.
TMX Gold, TMX Black, the next Black. Yeah. Click goes the code, the future ignites. USDT flowing like neon lights. Bitcoin buzzing, Ethereum hums. Fiat fades as the new age drums. TMX Gold, TMX Black. Crypto forward, no looking back. Fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat. TMX Global, where dreams react. Signature package seals the deal. Hybrid card with a platinum feel. Military grade encryption locks. Safe as a vault, no ticking clocks. Swipe it, flash it, it's all secure. Boundless borders, we endure. TMX Gold, TMX Black. Crypto forward, no looking back. Fiat to crypto, TMX in a global groove. Money moves like it's meant to move. No more chains, no more gates. TMX leads through digital states. TMX gold, TMX black. Crypto forward, no looking back. Fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat. TMX global where dreams react. TMX gold. TMX gold. TMX gold. TMX gold.
I love it. I got my kids singing the song in the car, so it's kind of funny. So thank you guys. Get back with the person that invited you. Get your link, get your account set up. When you get it set up, register, go into your profile, update it, and then you can go in and purchase your package. So we'll have videos, trainings, all those different things rolling out. So look forward to dropping that Zoom schedule tomorrow and getting this going. So thank you for your time. Have a wonderful Monday night and see you guys Tuesday.